Welcome to Live with Chatty Cathy. I'm Kathy, and I'm with the Enchanted Quilt in Wichita Falls, Texas, and I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what this is all about. Well, over the last few weeks, anything that popped up that I thought would be of interest to my customers, I would get all excited and think, oh, I got to tell everybody about this. Well, really about the only avenue that I had was a newsletter, but then the newsletters take a lot of time to pull together, and if it's too long, people won't take the time to read it. So I thought maybe the best way to do this would be occasionally to have a Live with Chatty Cathy. Now, Chatty Cathy comes from, I grew up in an era where there was a doll that came out by the name of Chatty Cathy. And I wanted one of those dolls really bad when I was a little girl. And I think it was because her name was Kathy, although it was spelled different than mine. But I didn't get the doll, but that still struck me as a phrase that I guess just because I like that doll so much. So thus Chatty Cathy. So what I wanted to tell you about today, and we'll probably talk about things that I find out, tips, hints, newsworthy stuff, announcements for the shop, just a variety of things. But today I wanted to talk to you about something that Moda is going to be doing, and if you're not familiar with all the fabric companies, Moda is one of the industry leaders in quality quilt shop fabric, and they are actually located in Dallas. And they have some fabric coming out in December, and we've ordered quite a bit of it, and it's called the Best of Texas. In the past, they are known, they've put out a bunch of different lines, and Moda usually just prints to order, and otherwise they take the orders that the reps have generated, they order that, and that's it. You don't get any extra. So if you don't order it in advance, a lot of times you don't get it. And so that's why I always tell customers, if you see a fabric you really like, you better get it, because it's here today, gone tomorrow. But what they've done is they've taken a lot of their really popular Texas and Western prints that they've done in the past, and they're reprinting those, and that will be out in December. But they're also doing 4 digital prints. Now, if you're not familiar with digital processing, a lot of the companies are now starting to digitally print their fabrics. The sky's the limit when it comes to color. When they screen print, they're limited to, I may be wrong about this, but I want to say 17 colors. But digital prints, the sky's the limit on the colors, and fabrics are just beautiful. Fabric, I think over time it'll come down as it gets more popular and more companies start doing it and so on. But there is a photographer that actually lives in Lubbock, Texas, and I had the pleasure of meeting him a number of years ago at a quilt show that I was vending at, and he put lots and lots of miles on his car, driving all over Texas and taking Texas-related photographs. And one was all the different Texas signs in various towns. And then he traveled and got pictures or photographs of spurs. One he did, what else? He did the Lone Star for Texas. And in his travels, he then took all those photographs and he pulled them together in what they call montages. This is one of his prints right here. It says Quilts Happen. And as things relating to quilt, you can see here's some tech quilt block on a barn, buttons. I'm not sure about the buttons, but anyway. As you can see, he pulled this all together, and this is called a montage. He has, let me look here. This is his montage prints he has. I can't put my hand on it. And he's also done signs from Hamburger Places, very well-known Hamburger Places. If you're familiar with Herd's Hamburgers in Jacksboro, he has their sign on one of these montages, and it's just a picture of various mom and pop type hamburger places across, I think it's across Texas. He also has one that has windmills and wildflowers and so on. Well, now that I've given you all that, Moda is going to do digital prints of 4 of his montages. And the ones they are going to do are the wildflowers, the Texas, the Texas name, Texas, the montage of Texas, the, what else? Oh, the Lone Star and Spurs. Those are the 4 prints that they are going to have coming out. And I believe all the Best of Texas, and this is part of that Best of Texas line, but just these 4 are the digitally printed prints. And they will be out in December, and we will have all 4 of those in the shop. But I wanted to let you know that this guy is he's really a great guy. Really nice fella, very talented, and he is absolutely, he called the other day to tell me about it. I already knew, but he called to talk to me about it, and he's just so excited about these fabrics and the fact that Moda's working with him and putting them out. And I've heard rumor, and this is rumor, that they may be picking up 4 more for next year. So keep that in mind. These would make great pillows and actually a backings even for some of your Western quilts and so on. But anyway, those will be coming. In. I did want to remind everybody that our strip club. Now, if you're not familiar with strip club, it's nothing obscene or anything like that. I get some strange stares when we mention that. I'm kind of used to saying it now, so it kind of rolls off of me. But we had ladies come in that would look at our strip packs, our 2.5 inch, like the jelly rolls or the strip packs and so on, and they would say, I've got so many these at home, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. So, and we have a lot of newbies as well. So I thought, well, let's do something. Let's, so that they can have a means to use their strip packs and their jelly rolls. So we started the strip club. We meet every other month, usually the first Saturday of the month, unless it runs into a holiday or something. And we meet at the Sacred Heart Catholic Church down on the corner of 9th and Broad. Is that right? No, 9th and Holiday. It is 9th and Holiday. And we meet in their activity center, which is downstairs. And there's a nice big room, and we meet there. It lasts about an hour, and it's always on a Saturday. Runs about from about 9 to around 10 o'clock. And during that time, I have a quilt that I show that's made with 2.5 inch strips. And we demo how that quilt is made. The cost to attend is just $5. We want to make it reasonable so that anybody that wants to come can. And we demo how it's made. We give you some tips and hints. We give you the pattern. We have door prizes. You get a ticket when you come in, and we draw for door prizes. And we have show and tell. So anybody that has finished or completed a project, they can bring it and show it. So that's always fun. That seems to be one of the favorite things. And so that's what strip club's all about. So if you're a newbie, or even if you're not, there's a lot of ladies that come that just like the social aspect of it, and we would love for you to come. However, you do need to sign up in advance. We need to know we need to have a good count before that day. Well, the next one is September the 8th. The first runs over the Labor Day weekend, so we backed it up, so it's September the 8th. And the next one will be November I think the 10th. Is that right? It's actually the second Saturday in November, and it's because they backed market up this year. Usually market's at the end of October, and they moved it back, so I had to move strip club back a week. So, mark your calendars for those, and that'll be the last one. The November one will be our Christmas one, so you really don't want to miss that one. We had a lot of fun last year during our Christmas one. So that's really all I have for today, and let me know what you think of this, and love to get some feedback. And we may do this about once a week. I never run out of things to say, so that's why I called it Chatty Cathy. So anyway, have a great week and have a wonderful weekend, and enjoy the holiday, and see you next time on Live with Chatty Cathy.